I don't know why I'm carrying this around. I take it out of that little bag on my side, and I drop a few skeletons of the moblins we cooked last night, where we or you could just see where there's a little bits of meat left on it where we didn't eat from.
Yeah.
So you're
So I'm
taking.
like, I throw out the skeletons of the dead moblins. I'm like, you guys are pretty tasty.
So you intimidate with the Gobbleton skeletons.
Yes.
All right, you roll
That's
for that.
Zeke. That's Zeke. That's Zeke. That's not me.
I know it's Zeke. Zeke got a 30%. Oh, good. I'm glad you're killing them wretched creatures.
I'm like, I really suggest not tempting me. You want to play with fire, do you?
No, I
Okay.
just want to sit at home and watch Squid Game.
Squid Games. Yo, I
Hey,
played that
hey,
in real
Brady, or should I say Boris? You want to show him what your sword can do with?
Oh god.
Go over to that little Moblin's house over there. Show them a little
my gosh.
demonstration.
Okay.
I thought you were trying to befriend these people. What's happening now?
Hey,
I don't know.
you guys want to play dirty? We're going to be dirty.
What's happening
Come
here?
on, roll.
All right, rolling for I don't know who.
Boris.
All right, Boris, you got a 50%. So what are you trying to
Oh
do
my
here?
god.
It's it works about as half as effective as you wanted it to. So they're still not impressed. Nothing you're doing is impressing these people. They just
Nice.
see you all as fools.
Okay, what about this? I go Super Saiyan.
You need the Dragon Balls for that. and you
I'm
only
just
have,
gonna
like,
say
one.
roll for it at this point. Okay, you roll. You got a 60%. So you don't go Super Saiyan, but you feel way more confident than you used to be, and you feel proud of yourself.
Ethan, I should be going to be able to go Super Saiyan.
Wait. The Moblins are just looking at Brady as he's going.
Yeah, and they're a little intimidated by Brady, more than the rest of you. I
Oh.
will say that, just a little bit. But yeah, they're like,
I
oh.
want to say, oh, why you look so intimidated?
Shut up.
So that's a roll. Asking them a question. It's a 50%. They're like, you a bit scary because you were yelling.
I want to set half the house is on fire.
Oh, that's a roll.
Okay. Remember, I get an extra dice because of this.
What are you using then?
My tone.
Your tome. Okay. Boom. A 30 and a 30. Dear goodness. All right. So you set fire to one of them, and there's a guy that just pulls out an extinguisher and just extinguishes the flame. What are you doing? This is our beautiful home.
I wasn't really trying, but
Eh,
I mean, you want me to set fire to the whole village?
No, I don't. I want you to leave our establishment.
Then you're going to help us take down the kingdom.
No, I just want to watch
Tell
my
you what.
TV.
Tell you what, I will leave you alone. We'll leave you in peace if you help us take out the kingdom, and you can have whatever you want from that kingdom.
Whatever we want. We have everything we want here. The only thing else
How
that we
about
would
this? I won't
want,
set fire to your houses.
I was going to say, the only thing we want is to get rid of Gobbletons, but I guess you don't want that.
So you're saying you want me to set fire to everything you hold dear to yourself?
He literally just told you, hey, we want to get rid of the Gobbletons, and you didn't agree with them.
I'm like, you want to help us get rid of the goblins? If you help us get rid of them,
Why
I
didn't
won't
you
set fire.
say so from the beginning? Yes, we want to get rid of those filthy Gobbletons.
I can tell them right now, I can get rid of their town in a snap.
I thought
Wait,
you
wait,
wanted to be friends. Why are you threatening me? I feel very
Yeah.
threatened.
We need help.
Slaps Brady across the head. Dude, we got to be friends finally.
Can we be friends?
Do you guys? I tell you what. Would you guys want to be the king of all of them?
Oh, we're very interested in becoming the king.
I mean, we'll help you overthrow the king.
Oh, good, jolly good show. That sounds like a marvelous idea.
Oh, by the way, you want to give the king a little bit of a scare before we come. So, before we declared war on those guys, I decided to put a little bit of a noisemaker in the head of the goblin that he sent over to us. So it sounds like a large explosion, but it's just a sound. And also after that loud explosion, it makes it sound like there's an army of people coming.
Well, considering you just befriended this group, you have about 100 people on your side now between the two towns. So,
All right,
I would like to visit the next town.
we got them, didn't we?
you got the two rogue rich towns. So now you're back down to the 26 towns and the one castle. But now you have 100 troops at your
All
midst,
right.
which
We
is
wait
good.
until nightfall, and then we're going to attack from the behind.
All right, so you want to go
That's
back
a
to your
good
You
base?
know what? We're going to go right for the castle. We're going to go from behind. Do we all agree going right for the castle, taking out their leader, and then decapitating him and making an example? We take out the leader, we don't have to worry about the other towns because they will fear us.
Wow. Dang, just
We
getting
take out
right
the
to the
leader.
point. Dang. All right.
If we take out the
And the thing
leader,
is, you gotta remember, I still got my secret weapon. I still have my Redcon card.
and I still have my Dragon Balls.
The thing is, I can just literally snap my fingers and erase all of them if I really wanted to. Thanks to Ethan for popping the idea in my head.
I did not do that.
You did! I was literally thinking, what was it? It was like the Dragon Balls when Brady was saying, let's make them have wishes. That's what I was thinking.
Okay.
Using them to be like, I didn't even think about
Yeah,
having
okay.
my ability to do that. I was like,
Got it.
oh, just prevent someone from dying.
Uh-huh.
All right, we wait for nightfall and then attack, right, guys?
Right.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, that's fair. How do you want to prepare for the castle war?
Power up as much as possible.
But you still need a weapon.
Yeah, you still have the 7 Dragon Balls waiting to become a weapon.
Don't you want to make it into the weed sword?
Oh, hell with it, sure.
All right.
Okay.
Weed sword.
The Dragon Balls disappear and the weed sword becomes real.
Nice.
Is this
But
unbreakable?
now the weed sword also has fire attributes to it, along as I'm with it nearby.
All right. What kind of fire
Okay.
enchantment?
Oh,
What
sweet.
kind of fire enchantment do you want? Explosions? Do you want to shoot beams of fire?
You know, Zeke, I'm gonna leave that up to you, buddy.
Oh.
Mm.
So,
I'll leave that up to you.
I'm going
Surprise.
to make it so he can hold his sword up into the sky and a ball of fire will form.
What about
Fire Kamehameha, as you say.
Oh my gosh.
So you can
I
make a fire
love wings.
Kamehameha. The longer he holds it up there, the bigger it gets, but the longer he holds it up there, the more intense the flame, which will drain your stamina. So it'll take longer for the next one to cast.
Okay.
That's just to balance it out. And while you're doing it, you can't attack. until
What
you
if,
go.
what if I go full Super Saiyan?
That's up to Eve.
I
'cause,
updated the-
Super Saiyan's out of my control. Once
So
he puts
Ethan-
down the groundworks, then I can give you the lay
Ethan,
around with it.
I want to try to go full on Super God mode.
You have the Kamehameha Blast enchantment, though. Like, that's what you get. That's...
I can't power up. I can't go.
You don't have enough of the original Dragon Balls. You need to
If
go
you
to-
want...
need to go-
Okay, listen. It's either Kamehameha or Super Saiyan. You can't have both.
That's dumb, man.
You gotta choose one for your enchantment. You can't...
Even, keep in mind the fire, when it hits, it spreads.
Yeah. It's like
And
a...
have it as a massive. You can also have it as a massive impact attack.
Fine. Weed sword. But I do have one request. Can I at least have my hair yellow?
You can dye her
Golden-
yellow before the
golden hair dye
combat.
and hands it to Brady.
Yeah, exactly. You can just do that.
I just hand him some golden hair dye. Here you go,
Yeah.
buddy. Found some dandelions over there, so I turned them into yellow dye.
I'm gonna dye my hair while I'm waiting.
Well, if that's all, then you wait for nighttime, right?
Right.
Oh, keep in mind, you have the 100 troops at your midst. You still have 26 towns and a castle.
26 towns.
So remember,
It's
we're
gonna-
going straight for the castle.
We're gonna be here till like 2 a.m.
I mean, we could start setting fire to around the castle so they can't retreat.
That's a good idea.
Are you planning the attack now then?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So,
All right.
are we ready to advance to the attack stage? Make it nighttime.
Yeah.
It is now nighttime.
So we approach
It's a
the
roll.
castles.
You approach
So
the
hold
castle.
up. Wait. First of all, I need to ask one question. What kind of
Yeah.
weapons do the men have?
Troops, that's a good question. What do you want them to have?
I think we want half of them have bows, and then the other half have swords.
That makes sense, but I'm still gonna roll to see like how powerful these troops are.
Oh boy.
If that makes sense, because yeah, they can have weapons, but do they know how to use them? That's the real question. Because they are, dang it. Well, I rolled 2 dice and I got a 10 and a 90. So I'm just gonna say, yeah, that's exactly what the troops have. They have exactly what you said, and they work. They know how to use them. So
I
yeah.
do a light enchantment on each of their weapons, just a light one.
So that's 200 rolls. No, I'm kidding, but that's definitely a roll to enchant them.
Wait, they got a 90, so
No, that was to see if they can actually like
okay.
use their weapons.
Keep in mind,
that was a
it's
totally different
It's
roll.
a very basic enchantment.
What is the enchantment?
It just pretty much when it sets their arrows on fire. That's
Wow.
it. Just basic. When it impacts, it's a light fire. It's a weak fire, but it also is spread slowly.
So do they all have arrows? All the 100 troops?
Half have arrows, and the other half have swords. So it's only the bows.
Okay.
So it's a like a level 1 enchantment.
All right.
So it's a real basic.
50 enchanted arrow men, 50 swordsmen. So that's
And it's just basic flame arrows. So
Yeah.
I mean, it's slow to spread, not normal fire damage.
Yeah.
Just basic fire.
all right. So that's the roll.
And the fire.
You
has
got-
all those,
You got a 100 and a 60. So the fire is more powerful than you thought.
oh boy.
All right, so it's a 100. What is the most powerful arrow spread possible? I think
So what-
I'm thinking like arrows that like detonate, like little bombs.
So yes. So this fire now has the ability
Boom,
to
boom,
explode with like a size of about 4 sticks of TNT.
Yeah. And then this is for the speed of either the arrowmen or the arrows. So you got a 10. So would you rather the arrows be like slower or just the arrowmen being slower? Because I feel like the arrowmen being slower would make more sense, right?
Yeah, they're slower because they're adding on the
Yeah.
aim.
All right, so you have 50 enchanted slower bomb arrowmen and then 50 swordsmen.
So
All right.
for the swordsmen, should I give them enchantments
Yes.
so they can just slice their way through?
So like a fire blade.
Yes, so it's just heat.
Okay.
So they can't shoot anything out, but it just melts through things.
Roll. You got a 60 and a 60. So
Let's go.
so it's a little more powerful than you imagine. Not much, but it definitely can cut through stuff. So that's good. This is for the speed of the swordsmen. And they get... Okay, so it's a 20. So they're definitely like slower, probably because they're like heavier swordsmen, probably.
Yeah.
But that also means that they're more powerful. So
That's fair.
I'm gonna say
Yeah, fair.
enchanted heavy fireblade swordsman. Yeah,
Okay.
that makes sense. Okay, we all prepared for battle now. Is everybody good?
Yes.
Yep.
All
Boris,
right.
Are you ready?
Yes, I said I was.
All right. So, what is step 1?
Die.
It's nighttime, right?
Yep.
We
Yeah.
march to the castle, and what we're going to do?
Who marches to the castle?
All of
Youth.
us.
All of so
Everyone.
100,
marching-
103 of you start marching towards the castle.
So,
Okay.
how do we want to go about this? Do we just want to blow a hole through the bottom? Do we want to scale the walls? Do we want to make a flashy entrance?
Walls.
Just blowing up?
I will say, I think this is how we're gonna roll. So instead of rolling individually for like the arrowmen or the swordsmen, So the swordsmen get a roll, the airmen get a roll, and then you each individually get a roll. I think that's
Okay.
fair up here. Who rolls first?
How do we want to go about getting in? Blowing up a hole in the wall and just running in?
That's up to you, Bo. What do you want to do?
So are we just making me canonically the group leader?
That's what it's kind of turned into.
basically.
But
You
yeah,
have the plot armor, remember?
you do
Yeah.
have the plot armor.
I got the plot armor. I'm the main protagonist.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, like Goku.
Sorry, Brady. I'm Goku. You can be
Oh my
Vegeta.
gosh. All right.
Excuse me?
Well,
You're Vegeta.
I
Alright.
am not Vegeta.
You can be Krillin. Do we blow it up? Do we scale the walls and do a stealth attack? Or do we just make a flashy entrance and just run in through like an entrance?
What I was thinking is that we, dudes with the bow and arrows, shoot the walls down.
Yeah, that's blowing a hole through the wall and running in.
Let's do it. And then let's freaking do it, bro.
Boris, are you on board with blowing up a hole?
Yeah, that's what I wanted
Alright.
originally.
Okay.
so the airmen
Oh,
have
it's
to
again.
roll.
Fire up well!
Airmen roll.
Ah, man.
Oh, you were so close. You got a 20. So
Aw.
all of them shoot. They miss the wall entirely and just set off a bunch of explosions near the castle, and it alerts the guards.
Fuck.
So what do you do now? No hole in the wall, but you've drawn attention to the explosions.
Alright, I'm going to ask Brady to cover me. And I'm going to cast a fire sweep character around the castle. Yeah, just a ring of fire around the castle.
Yeah. I agree with that.
Alright, so
Is that 2
Brady's
dice?
gonna be the guard for me, and then you have Boris and the rest of them ready on standby. I'm rolling.
Is that 2 dice?
So I got my 2 dice.
We're doing one step at a time. So Zeke rolls a 50 and a 70.
That's accurate.
Zeke, explain how the spell works real quick.
So I cast a spell around the castle, which restricts movement going out, and the flames are about 8 to 9 feet tall.
The flames are that tall, but they do not restrict movement because you got the 50.
Okay.
I think that's pretty fair.
Yeah.
So nobody can escape without being burned, basically.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
Is it okay for me to power up while I'm by you?
Yes.
All right, you power
I
up.
would like to power up just so when I can attack, I can attack.
So what are you
So you're giving
powering
yourself
up?
a
Your
power
sword?
boost.
Yeah, so I'm giving myself a power boost.
So it's what, 1 dice, I guess? All right. There you go. Preparing for an attack. You got a 10, so you are not
Oh my
prepared.
god!
You strain yourself a little bit.
That's
And
fine.
you feel a little fatigued. So no, you're not ready for combat.
Oh, dual Obama swords.
On what?
Anything.
The wall?
Yeah, it's all I have.
Oh my gosh. Okay. This is what's gonna cause the hole in the wall. Just watch. Alright, so you roll. You got an 80, a 40, and a 20. I'm gonna use that 80 and say yes, now you finally made a hole in the wall with the dual Obama swords. So now there's an entrance.
Do we storm or do we use that as a distraction?
I say we use that as a distraction.
So, what do you think, Boris? Since you are the one that did a
Distraction.
distraction. So I'm going to require cover again, and I'm going to rig that area with tiny fire explosions. So if guards go through that hole, they will instantly detonate.
So that's 2.
And the more the guards move around, the stronger the flame becomes.
Alright, so that's 2 dice. Go. There you go. Alright. That's a 100 and a 70.
Boy!
A 100. Alright, so what do you want to happen here? Exactly how you want it.
Okay, so when the guards come through, the detonators are going to explode practically the first floor into a hellfire where it's just going to be consuming the whole floor. And the more they move, the worse the pain becomes.
And that's exactly what happens because a guard goes through the hole and it explodes and levels the first floor.
Let's
So the
go.
castle is still standing, but it's just like shorter now, basically.
Zeke, is it a good idea if I use my Kamikaze now?
Your fire coming high? Yeah, you can. You
Am
don't
I
have to charge
powered
up
enough
though.
to do
You have
it?
to charge it up.
How powered up am I right now, Ethan?
You just hold
You're
your
not
sword up into
powered
the air.
up because you got a
You gotta
10, but you can still attack. Like,
I power up and attack. Screw it.
you can just attack.
I
You
just
don't need to
attack.
power up.
Yeah.
Attack.
What are you attacking? Like, which thing?
I am attacking the whole damn place.
So you're
So
just
you-
hitting the wall?
Yeah,
You're going. Oh.
You can.
I know.
I mean,
I
if
know.
you're going to do that, I feel like you have to roll, then I have to roll because I'm enchanting you.
Or
Exactly.
are you making another hole in the wall to like actually go through? Because otherwise,
Yes,
what's the
that's
point of
what I'm
hitting the
trying
wall?
What kind of size hole are you going for?
I want to go through
Just
a wall.
enough for people can walk through. A
Yes,
massive hole.
Yes. Go through wall.
Okay, so it's a smaller one. So
Yeah.
okay, it's just you have to roll
Yeah.
for that.
Literally. All right.
Mm-hmm.
You got a 50 and a 10.
That's it.
Ooh.
Because you got a 10, you've realized that you have alerted the 26 towns. Because not only are you attacking this castle, but you've leveled the castle, and all red alerts are on. So you know how there's 26 towns that you did not destroy? And how 50 people were in each town? You now have 1,300 soldiers heading towards you.